Hello, Divine Masculine. How are you? I haven't been pulled to do a Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading for quite a while. So I'm really excited actually, because I'm like, okay, especially because we're using a deck that's kind of been collecting dust lately, and I don't like to do that. So I'm quite excited. And Divine Masculine, it's time. It's here. You are loved. There's no better time than right now. So thank you, Jehovah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at that. Loyalty is coming out already. Yeah. So what's going on, Jehovah, with Divine Masculine? What's going on? All right. All right. Secret card right there. All right, Jehovah, what's going on with our masculines here? Divine Masculine right now in this present day and how they're feeling. How are their hearts? What's going on with their hearts, Father? That soul. Oh, Divine Masculine. Why? You know, if I'm thinking of this as this reflection right now, it's kind of how you're seeing it as well. Like you're noticing that old layer of you, that old snake skin that needed to be shedded off, that Old Testament to your New Testament is here. And I've been picking up on this all week. This negative reflection is negative because it's kind of like you're just 211. Thank you, Father, for that confirmation. You're realizing that that is not who you truly are. This is one of 4 human cards in my deck here. There's 2 males, 2 females. 1 positive, 1 negative male, 1 positive, 1 negative female. And this is bringing out the negative version of you, sweetheart. You know, this also says Ace of Hearts down here. So 2, 3, 4 within that ascension. There's a new chance of Ace of Cups when you leave this behind. However, when I see it from this distance, because my eyes are blind super bad, I also see this as 7 of Cups in the negative. And it's also bringing in this one next level of ascension deeper into your Divine Masculine, that you know you can't be this person because of those consequences that you got yourself in when you choose to behave this way. Okay. It's this huge new lifestyle change, really. Like this, I want to say this spiritual awakening has happened, because look at 311. It's happening, honey. You are becoming God's child in your own exception and acceptance, I meant to say, and exception though, huh? Yeah, and you are not an exception, no matter what you're offering. Okay, he's been with you this whole entire time that you've been like this, Divine Masculine. 333, good things are coming. Okay, there's this 211, that Libra energy that we already saw, that justice. However, this is also God's child. Okay, and then look at this. I want to show you too. 3 and 1, this is 13, that death and rebirth energy, which was already being shedded off from that Old Testament to your New Testament. This is your inner child. This is how God has seen you all along, within that mini mask, those many forms of skins of what was not true around you in your light, because that's what Satan put there within that negative polarities, that negative balance that took you from that to this. That hardened shell around your heart and your soul and your spirit, and there was no light to begin with because no one could see it. Not even you could see it. And now as you're seeing this reflection, you understand that has to change, because this is really what's going on for you on the inside, okay? 13 is also a root number of 4, which is that Emperor energy. Okay, so this whole new shift, it's this huge paradigm shift. You are born again anew. This old skin of energy has been detoxed from you. You are now seeing that you're God's child here, okay? There's also this, yeah, I'm kind of feeling too this, you know, we're talking about this Emperor here, is that within this, you know, child card here, 444, you are protected. Within this child card here, you're seeing this, you know, all this brand new imagination and what you can manifest for yourself and what you really, really want to build and what you want to have here. What, you know, a house and kids and this whole entire creativity to go off of, and what you're manifesting your biggest dreams to come true. I can't help but feel like you're missing another person. Deep inside your heart, you're a child in God's eyes, 5'11", but deep inside your heart, that person makes you feel like a child. That person that you're missing, that you want to present yourself anew to, deep in your heart's wildest wishes, you know, you want to give them babies too. That's a lot of practicing. You know, I'm not a good winker, so forgive me. However, that Libra energy, what you will have coming to you, it is very present. It is very here. You saw it fly right into you when that shedding skin happened. That child card came right in to rescue you by way of Jesus Christ here. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Within that energy, there's also this really Page of Swords energy too, because Libra is that truth, that thoughts, that mental clarity. 555 is about to be here. Things have to change in order for you to ascend on, right? Well, then we also have that childlike mind. So that Page of Air, Page of Thoughts, Page of Swords energy is also here as well. And that's just accepting the truth and being able to ascend on from it and knowing that that truth is there to help you build that spiritual backbone to brace you as you hang yourself upside down in the emotions until you can surrender, right? Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, how about what else is here with our divine masculine? Also, honey, I do want to say, we didn't bring this up, but I'm going to bring it up now because it's coming through my spirit. This is 28. So there's 2 8s there. Okay, and this is really funny. That means there's two sets. There's 4 sets of 4 cups, really, technically, in this sense. There's 2 8 of cups. 1 twin flame here, Emperor, Empress, divine counterpart, has 8 cups. 4 cups positive, 4 cups negative. Now that 2 8 again is going to go 4 cups negative, 4 cups positive in that feminine. Not only is that in the 3D, but that's also the 5D. 2 plus 8 is 10s. That's multiple endings and beginnings. That's multiple refilling and overflowing what is having a hard time staying full. There is so much potential there because all I'm seeing there is multiple sets of 4s and multiple sets of 2s. 4 by 4s, 7, 11. 2 by 2s right there. 2 by 2s, 4 by 4s, 8 by 8s. Okay, this whole new reconfiguration of your arc here, divine masculine, is happening. And Jesus Christ is there to help you keep that light on. You are God's child, and he sees you as a child, no matter how old we in bloom and ascension and descension we go through on the inside, and no matter how old we grow on the outside within this flesh, which is of earth, which will die within this book of Revelations. This is your light, sweetheart. That number 4, your ultimate control, that masculine dominant energy, but it still has that feminine energy within. You have an inner boy and an inner girl inside of you. Those cups, okay? See, how isn't that beautiful how he shows me that ultimate 4, but there's 4 of them there. He's telling you, look, you just have one big 4 to worry about because you're my child. I'm going to protect you. We saw that with that 4, 4, 4, didn't we? That is so funny. And 4 times 3 is 12. 12 is that hanged man energy. 8, 11, hanged man energy into that death and rebirth, which we already talked about, which also makes it go back to a 3. And this deck, that 3 is a ship because your ship is coming in. Your sails are going to be flying by the truth and that air that will just set you free. I absolutely love that. It also is in this deck represented as Sagittarius, and Sagittarius goes back to our temperance energy. In Hebrew, that is the samek, the electrical prop, the light, the grid. Isn't that beautiful? The child of God within that tower, that flesh, those pentacles, all of that controlling elements to make you, you, the shell of your yoke. Isn't that beautiful? All right, divine masculine, what else is here, Lord? What else is here? We sure get so much out of just 2 cards, don't we? Oh, that one, those 2 too. All right, so we'll write, no, okay. So right away we see this ending card, and we already talked about that 10. So thank you, Father, for that confirmation. Also, Yeshua is here, and he's right there right now in 9:11. Thank you, Father. Luke 9:11. So here is Jehovah's sword right here, this implement to divide, to cut. Okay, well, that's exactly what's going on when you're shedding your Old Testament from your New. He has to cut that energy from you. He has to divide it out because the power of Satan will not and cannot divide itself out. It's going to overrule. And if we're going to talk about restoring the ark here and Noah and bringing in that rainbow as a sign of the covenant, which is right there, it's always been there. It's still there. Do you see it? Are you choosing not to see it? Because it's there. Do you see it? So what's going to happen is that he is taking out the unclean spirits from you in your ark and your ship. It's already been here. That 3 card is that Sagittarius energy, but it's the ship in this deck, okay? He's already restoring your ark. He has to divide out the unclean spirits from the clean spirits, because if the unclean spirits have more negative energy, 10, 11, like this old reflection of you, your old snakeskins that had to shed off internally by way of your energy, by way of Yehovah Elohim himself. Okay, what's going to happen is that it's going to continue shutting off because the Lord has to divide it. It's going to divide it, and then it's going to come up and out because it's not being held down anymore. It's not being rejected. It's not being overpowered. Okay, Noah was directed and told, you have to load unclean spirits less than the clean spirits, or they will overpower. They will take over you in your light. And that's exactly what happened. And God is just restoring what once was lost. It now has been found. Beautiful. And he's taking it back. Yep, he don't give a shit. He's like, that's my child. I don't need them to be absorbing this toxic energy anymore. Look at even his sunlight, his own light to get to you is right there in the middle of that card, right there, separating the wheat from the tares. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. I love it. Let's see what this card was. Oh, I love this. 1111 was just right there too, as we talked about that. Now 44, this isn't a typical one of these cards here. And also this ending here, okay, 1123. You are funny, Yehovah. I gotta go back. I gotta go back and make sure I don't miss this card. This ending here, this 10, this is also that wheel in our tarot, and that is the Wheel of Fortune's moving. And that's exactly what he's doing, is he's cutting off all those bonded cords from your yoke. At the same time, you also have this ending of what's going to come in, this truth to divide out the tares, the truth to divide out the wands, right? Well, if this right here is this Page of Swords energy, then this is going to be that Page of Wands energy, okay? You're going to have to come in and accept the truth, say, I'm sorry, Yehovah, please forgive me, so he can divide it and remove it by way of Jesus Christ, that light inside of you and your temple and your inner children, okay? Yeah, that's beautiful. Those page cards are really, really coming out, and it's all child, 1212. There it is right there, 1212 to 1213. You are my child. Yeah, that's what he says. Yep. Okay, so now that this is kind of a clarifier card here, we're looking at this magnifying glass. We need to take a deeper look. 44 is also here. Isn't that funny? We saw 444 within this protection. We saw 4 within this childlike card ascending. 1234, as I said, ascending, my gosh, Lord, into that emperor energy. So now there's 2 emperors there, 4 and 4, 2 8s. You are taking a deeper look into your true self, honey, your true light. Look at you, Emperor. Look at you, Divine Masculine. I'm so absolutely proud of you. Stop thinking about what's ahead. What are those dreams to come? Because they're already here. They're projected. It is bound to happen. Take a deeper look into you right now and notice that within your heart, this is what needs to be removed. This needs to go. And he's already working on it for you because he's trying to ore you. He's trying to mine you. He's going to shake you up in the basket and separate you from the dirt. And then he's going to run you through the river of peace and holy water to cleanse you and cleanse your flood. Get all of that dirt away. So then you can be born anew. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. We also have that big 8, which is that strength card. And you have to have that strength, and a whole newfound sense of strength and glory will come within you once you are able to accept it. You'll have that inner strength and that outer strength, because as within, so without, Jesus Christ, as above, so below, God himself. What's this last card? Let's see. Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Father. Oh, I love this. I love this absolutely so much. This is who you were. This is who you were. This is that old you. You were so fucking egotistical. 1411. You had so much pride. You had so much haughtiness. Your ego was the biggest thing for you. How many times you could jack your dick in one night? How many people you could fuck in 1 week? Even though you were always thinking about this empress that we continue to think about. We continue to. You know, you're already thinking about her. We already talked about it, okay? You were having huge issues with addiction. You were having huge issues with emotional reactivity and being emotionally unbalanced. This is anger management here over and over over and over. It's like the whip just comes in because there's sentences that you could say that could just destroy someone's heart apart. Even though they cared for you, they loved you. No matter what you did, they still saw that true you. They still saw that true light, which is why when that will be shedded, so will that power of Satan, and everything that he was offering you will also be shedded off. I absolutely love this too, because we already talked about that Libra, that 211 that we saw, that Libra that comes up right here in that justice. That's 11. Which brings us back down to a bigger rooted number of 2, which is magician. There's 2 fools here, a positive and a negative. Okay, now we have to ascend up, because we've been seeing this ascension the whole time. It would have to happen within this newfound glory, right? Well, then as this ascension is going, that fool is going to be turning into the magician. That always has one more to continue on because of that potential energy. Okay, that is beautiful. I absolutely love that. It doesn't matter which way that potential energy is going. That magician will still come in. If it's in the positive, it is a powerful manifester, which is why those wildest dreams will come true within your newfound positive self. However, honey, if it's negative, you are now a master manipulator, which is exactly what this was, because that's what the power of Satan does, honey. That is not the power of God. You have so much power with God. You want to deny God. Some of you, this is for some of you on the screen, or what you have felt before in the past. You continue to deny God because you harbored those feelings towards God. However, your brain, your flesh, is a muscle that is run by Satan's realm. Satan has power of our flesh, so of course he's going to make you think that way. Of course he's going to make you feel less about yourself because he has that control. God says, look at, you are this. I want to make you so incredibly happy. I want to give you everything that you ever wanted. And then I'm going to pull you up to the home and you're going to have it all over again. There's nothing wrong with that. But what's wrong with this? What you have to offer is bursts of anger. What you have to offer is unpredictable stability in your emotions. What you have to offer is reactions and impulsive trauma. You don't like that old version of yourself. And that's why this new process is actually very refreshing. And it's very, you now understand why things have happened in your life. You now even understand, when you take a deeper look back through your childhood, why things are coming together now, why things are snapping together, why things are continuing to build like synapses in this electrical response. You're starting to remember everything that's pulled you to who you are now, Divine Masculine. Let's get one more card here. Let's make it an even 6, and then we're going to check the bottom of the deck. Let's see. Whoa. Did you see that? Oh, I love it. Okay, so this card here. This is card 34, and I love this because this is the fish card. This is that right to choose. This is that magician energy, in which way you are going to be willing within these polarities that you now have been given. Are you going to continue to try to hold on to this negative, unfaithful way that will only make it harder for you? Or are you going to manifest abundantly within that magician power that we've already been seeing to be abundantly blessed? That's exactly what that card is when you teach a man to fish, he will forever eat. He will be abundantly blessed over and over and over and over and over, which is exactly what filling those 4 cups is about. Okay. Now, how did Jesus feed all of those people with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread? Over and over and over and over and over. He abundantly blessed them because they believed, because they chose to follow that direction. Do you know how good that meal was? That meal was so good that there was even leftovers. There was even leftovers to fill you over and over and over in your basket, your cup, your Hierophant energy, your 5 loaves and your 2 fish, your masculine and your feminine. Red fish, blue fish. Okay. When this is in the negative, this is be careful what you fish for. Red flags all over the place. 1911. Thank you, Father. And you already flashing back to those women in your life that you were like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I had a broken picker back then because I couldn't even control myself here. You have so much abundance coming for you, honey, within that 3D to that 5D. You know, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. That also brings in that huge 7, that chariot, and that is your total overall body, this fence of the way that this energy is being held and going. And it's beautiful that that card is coming out through me. It's channeling, because when that old snakeskin is going to be shedded off, that energy is still going to be held there, and something needs to hold it. And what's after that Chariot? It's that strength that we already saw. It's beautiful. That King of Wands card is also coming out by way of the bottom here, King of Wands. And that's really funny because you are an Emperor. And there's that Empress, once again, to really, really backdoor that front door, backdoor being feminine energy to the masculine energy, to meet it together, to move on and ascend. That Hierophant energy is already coming out. So why wouldn't the Lovers? If we're talking about ascension here, and you're detoxing yourself from everything that's not meant for you, that Lover's decision is coming up once you are able to spiritually marry yourself. And that starts with finding that newfound light and going with it. Marrying both of your properties together to give yourself that equal give and take of all of your elements, okay? Bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. See, there she is, that Empress. I told you. Look at that. And that's also Ace of Swords down there. That is beautiful. I love that. Because you had that Page of Swords card being channeled. Ace of Swords is tell her the truth. Just tell her how you feel. You want to. We were already talking about that. You continue to think about that Empress, and you want to have kids with her. You want to have a house with her. You want to have everything that both of you and her have ever imagined. You don't even care what she wants. It's just an automatic yes. 2111. Yes, babe, you can have whatever you want because you put up with my shit for so long. I know that it's you, right? And here she is. Not only is she here on the outside just looking, she's looking through that same window, imagining the same things. Look at that beautiful woman. Imagine your Empress there, my friend. Imagine her sitting there, dressed up like Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Look at that. Shut up. 9 and 2 is 11. Look at, you want to hold on to that negative ego, or do you want to come home and hold on to her? I know what your answer is going to be, brother. Look at her. She is glowing. She has that light within her as without of her. She's holding on to that rose. She's holding on to that hope. She's been holding on because that's what she's been manifesting. I mean, this power is here as well. Yeah. And as you are really coming in to finding your new light, you're really understanding this twin flame journey. If this is new to you, 2211 there. Thank you, Father, for that ultimate justice, that ultimate Libra energy to confirm me there. Oh my gosh. And this is also 2 9s. Which just continues to make 9s, which just continues as big 3s, big Empress energy. She is the one that will heal you. She gives you so much opportunity of true love. She has this motherly instinct about her, but then she also, it would be the best mom on earth to any kids that you guys would have. There is so much good about her. There is so much calmness about her that no matter what you've put her through, no matter what you've done, she always comes back the next day because she understands this. She's understood this for a long time. I also love this too, because as this mirroring will happen in the 5D and the 3D, this will also be your feminine side meeting your positive masculine Emperor. You have this Empress inside of your 5, but you also have it outside of your 5. 2311. Thank you, Father. I love it when he backs me up like that. Look at that. There's that Fool. You are a fool for her, divine masculine. You are a fool for her. There is that big rainbow. Look at her. She goes, she's calling you. She's calling you home. You know it. You have the spiritual awakening. She's calling you home. How many rainbows do we need to see? She's riding that big carousel, waiting on that merry-go-round that you put her on, but she's still there. Look at how hopeful she is. Look, if she's not at home, she's out in public, still searching for your eyes. She's downtown riding that carousel at Woodland Park Zoo, like a big kid waiting for you to come and meet her. Like, there's just so much hope there. There's just rainbows all over. This is also the Fool. And this is what you are in this newfound glory step as the Fool. And you are now projecting into your Emperor energy 2 by 2, 4 by 4. I'm starting off with this Fool to Magician. It is beautiful. What you have wanted to manifest for so long, the opportunity is here. And it is up to you if you want to take it or not. But look what you have waiting for you. Look what you have waiting for you. Let's see one more card. Yeah, look at this. I love this because not only is that pride, that ego, that haughtiness, that anger going to go away, but sweetheart, this is also clouded judgment. This is that clouded ego. This is that broken picker. You'll be able to decide clearly. Look at this is that fog, everything that Satan wants to give you. Isaiah 25:7, the Lord's going to rip off the veil off of all nations inside of you, all 4 kings and all 4 queens, positive, and all 4 queens, all 4 kings, negative, all 8. Okay, look at that. It's beautiful. And look at there again is his sunlight just waiting. It's always there for you to see it. Are you choosing to see it or not? Are you choosing to see it or not? This is also King of Pentacles down here, that Emperor energy. Look at that. You're not going to want to take the risks anymore because you understood those bad consequences that we already pulled out of that card at the beginning. Yep, look at that. You have yet to go tell her the good news, but you will. It is coming. That reconciling, look at that. 2511, number 27 here is that 9. 2 9s we saw within that feminine side. You're going to have a new inner soul contract and a new outer soul contract. Your new inner soul contract, divine masculine, with your inner divine feminine. A new outer soul contract with your twin flame, your outer empress, the one that you can't stop thinking about and you want to make a lot of babies with. Yeah, look at, there's that Libra energy again, 1122. Which door are you going to choose? Are you going to continue to go down the negative path? Or are you going to let God come in and remove it all, open that door to that brand new house and that brand new car and all of those children? Yeah, it's like you're on a game show and you're not going to believe it's you, but this is what's destined for you. This is that 6 and 1, and this is that 7, that big chariot. This is this inner intuition. This is that compass. This is Jesus Christ himself telling you, you know what door to pick. You know what you ultimately want. Let's see the secret card. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love that. Okay, so this is the anchor. And what do you do when you drop anchor? You finally have come to that place that you've wanted to for so long. I love this because this is Capricorn energy. And that's exactly what's being shedded off of you. It's no longer there. It's no longer holding you down. That devil energy is being removed. So your tower can be reformed. You're able to sit there and be up in the utmost righteous truth with all of those swords and these emotions coming in within that Empress card. We already saw her at the very beginning and she showed up because she was meant to. You're going to be able to drop that there. And then finally, when you're able to get that strength, because 5 + 3 is 8, you're going to drop anchor there. And do it. You're going to do the damn thing. I love it. 9 of Swords there too. That's funny because that Page of Swords energy is finally going to come in for you once you're able to overcome your anxiety about it. Face your fears. Don't be intimidated. You have to do a big brave move to get her attention. But as soon as she's looking at you, you got her in your pocket, honey. You've had her. You've had her. Look at, there's that Chariot right there. It's going to move on. Gonna move on. All right, Father, let's wrap this up. Overall outcome, last message here with a normal tarot deck for this divine masculine. What's next within this magician energy? Is this Empress going to return soon? Does this Emperor have to return to her? What's going on here? Let's see. Prince of Wands in the negative. I love it. Look at, he's starting you off. You're my child, and I'm not going to let you be negative anymore. This spiritual awakening has just happened. And if not, it's going to. It clearly is here and destined for you. Jehovah, what else is here? Let's do that Libra child card there. What's that? The Fool in the negative. Shut up. Look at, you are just starting. You're leaving this Fool to go to this magician energy and to be able to positively manifest. Do not stop positively manifesting because everything you want, Jehovah says it will be done. It will be returned. It's meant to be yours. Look at this 10 of Wands. No more. Do not oppress yourself anymore. It's time to leave all that toxicness behind. That card wants to come out. The World. In the universe, it's negative because it's already behind. Look at, you are definitely in that magician energy. It's just hard because you're going from that will to be positive, from that will to stay in that negative because you're fighting your flesh. But honey, Satan has authority over your flesh, but not your spirit. Stop letting Satan interfere your thoughts by the control that he has over your body. You need to stand up in your strength, say what you know, and move on in the right direction. Look at that 10 of Cups. See, it's already there for you. It's already there for you. Lord's saying once that can happen, it will. Ace of Swords. You got to stand up in your truth. 2 of Wands. Return to that Empress. Ace of Wands. Yep, look at that. 3 of Wands. But I need one more. That 4 of Wands to make that twin flame card. But you're going to go and you're going to talk and you're going to be able to say everything that you ever wanted. And then those wildest dreams are going to come true. Isn't that beautiful? All right, Lord, last card here for divine masculine. Last card here. Wheel of Fortune, death and rebirth. Brace yourselves. Love you. Wounds into light.